Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Houston Oilers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Escapes the defender. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Off play action, Richardson. That is caught, Schoonmaker. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cowboys hit 6-5 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Richardson looking to throw. And this one's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw this. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Second and 10. Now Mahomes. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
From the 25, here's second down and 7. Hyatt goes in motion left. And Richardson back to throw it. Has it to Hyatt on the out route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Now Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Richardson off the play fake. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. They juked him, fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
I'm starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A give right side for Pacheco. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rashee Rice with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Oilers go up by 2 touchdowns. Butker on for the PAT. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Second down, here's Richardson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On the return is Jones. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. A punt return of 65 yards. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts. That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And that flag accepted.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Get it! Panther 11! Panther 11! Ready, ready?
First and 10, it's Richardson.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
70 Ranger! 70 Ranger!
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because
This group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Here's Jones on the return. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Still going inside the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 1st down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense is getting after it now. They get the sack on 1st down, and now the pressure's there again, and that forces a throwaway.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
1st down, Oilers.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Throw right side complete to Dotson. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down, Houston.
Again, it's Pacheco. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Richardson to the air on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Richardson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 32.
Richardson looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Richardson going to move him around.
At the 4-yard line.
60 Maverick. Go.
Richardson now off the play fake. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now they'll audible to something else.
Dragon 60. Go all the way. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go 3. 18. Pioneer. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Third and long for Richardson. He'll dump this one off here to White. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. An audible here to get a new look.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Push it through. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Focus, boys. Focus.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Mahomes.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 29. That's good.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Richardson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 3rd and 12.
A 7-yard loss. Brings up
Richardson going to change the play here.
Mustang 19.
To throw is Richardson on 3rd down.
He has Hyatt over the middle. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
White will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
at the 1-yard line.
Again, this is White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zamir White taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. It's taken to the 26. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check smash! Check smash! 60 Maverick! Dragon 60!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to White. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. Now Richardson to throw on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Here's Pacheco once again.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
Foreman powering ahead.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now a give to Foreman.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Oilers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Oilers 34, Cowboys 16. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Hyatt with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A tackle made by J.T. Woods. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Richardson on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Milner, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Richardson working from the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Richardson will throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess
guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Milner, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Complete right side to Hyatt.
Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
At the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
They'll come up now on second down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here's Mahomes.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now Mahomes got to have this one. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Second and 6 coming up.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's second down. Mahomes. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Mahomes will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mahomes to throw it. That one complete out to Dotson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
At the Cowboys' 5-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Patrick going to change the play. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's 1st and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Richardson to throw it. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Richardson. He's got his man. It's Hyatt. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
One last shot for Richardson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.